Video comparison of the M2A4 Bradley versus the AMPV. Do a side-by-side comparison, looking over the attributes of both of them and just doing also a match analysis or a match review, and further in the video just showcasing using these two vehicles and which one you're going to want to take. I mean, obviously it's up to you. If you like using the Bradley, go ahead, it's okay. It's just have fun with it, whatever you want to use, whatever your preference is. But I just think it'd be sort of good to do a little in-depth review of both of them side by side, and I think that the AMPV is kind of undervalued, not as utilized as the Bradley is. I mean, the Bradley is the more popular of the two, and this is the reason why I was unaware of how good the AMPV was, and I actually utilize it pretty well with infantry in the last video. So if you want to, I'll leave a link in the description below. But yeah, here's the Bradley and the AMPV side by side. Both have a similar speed, similar weight, similar stealth. The Bradley having better optics, but less carry capacity, 1 more HP than the AMPV, but the AMPV coming in with 6 more seating capacity. And we see here that the Bradley and the AMPV have both a Bushmaster, but with the AMPV having the better of the two Bushmasters, we see that the penetration value for the Bushmaster 2 is going to be stronger on the AMPV than it is on the M2A4 Bradley, with it also having a higher damage rating than the Bushmaster one. Both come equipped with an M240, and then the Bradley having the TOW2 missile, with the AMPV having the Javelin. Now, I prefer using the Javelin just because it has the top damage being a little bit more brutal than the regular TOW missile. I mean, even if you just look at the sort of armor rating here, if you look at the top protection, we see that it's only 40. So if you shoot the Javelin at most vehicles, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be, to be honest, a lot of this information when it comes to statistics and just the general information regarding vehicles and damage and penetration really isn't like explained thoroughly in Broken Arrow. But so if I'm wrong, go ahead and freely correct me. I don't mind it. I love the criticism. I want to improve, and I want to make sure that the knowledge that I'm putting out there is correct, so don't be afraid to correct me. But I know that the top armor when it comes to vehicles isn't going to be as strong as the side or the front armor, so that top damage that it's going to be done to the vehicles is going to be much more effective than if you're just shooting at the sides or at the front. And that's what the Javelin does best. It does really good top damage. So let's go ahead and see here. Go to the Javelin. The top damage is going to be, let's see what it is. The damage overall is going to be 10.5 with a penetration of 750mm explosive damage, and I believe the max amount of ammunition you have is about 4. So overall, I do enjoy using the Javelin. I think it's much more effective at taking vehicles out due to its top penetration, but the TOW missile is also there, and it's also effective. But to be honest, if you look at the two when you're looking at the two from a holistic perspective and you're taking all these things in account, the AMPV is going to get everything and more that the Bradley has, but it also does it better, and only for it sort of coming in at a cost of 10 extra points. I mean, this is crazy. It has not only does it have a better main gun, with the Bushmaster 2 being better than the Bushmaster 1, it has 6 more points of carry capacity. It only comes at a deficiency of 200 optics, but it has the same speed, same stealth, same APS, and same smoke amount. And the armor is exactly the same, but you're getting more for the dollar amount. I mean, you're getting a better bang for your buck here. I mean, I think both are great. I think that the Bradley is one that I tend to use most in my videos, but a friend of mine suggested that I use the AMPV, and a lot of people actually didn't know about this. I didn't know about this, is how strong it actually is. It's really, really strong. I mean, the transportation that it has in it too is just, you're able to really utilize the amount of infantry that you could take on a frontline push. Instead of having to take multiple Bradleys here, you just need to take one AMPV. Then you have that Javelin there for doing really good top armor damage to enemy vehicles. And it's just overall going to be a better pick when it comes to infantry, because if you take the Bradley, you're not going to be able to take as much infantry. You're going to be doing less damage with your main gun, and you're going to be doing not as much damage as you could have if you're using the TOW missile. I mean, the TOW missile does have 250 penetration with a 12 damage, but it's just, I think in most cases, if you use them, it's not going to be as effective as a Javelin would be. Javelin has much more armor penetration with a little bit of trade-off of damage, but the trade-off is only 1.5, so I mean, it's really not all that much. You are getting less munitions with the Javelin, and also the range is decreased on it by about 100 meters, but overall I think that's a pretty good trade-off, especially for the things that you're getting in return, like the higher capacity, carry capacity, and just the overall damage output that you can do with the AMPV. So I would recommend using the AMPV over the Bradley M2A4. Even though I'm a big believer in the Bradley, I love the Bradleys, I use them a lot in my videos. I think they're a great vehicle to use. It's just that when it comes to them overall, I think that the AMPV does everything that the Bradley does, but better. So that's going to be my quick comparison video of the Bradley and M2A4. Just want to showcase this for you guys, just in case you didn't know, because honestly, I wasn't aware of this either until my friend brought it up to me, saying, hey, you should try the AMPVs. They're pretty much better than, they do everything the Bradley does, but they do it a bit better, especially with that carry capacity. That really helps when it comes to pushing a really good offensive and having a really good reinforcement for your front line. You don't have to bring 2 Bradleys in, you just have to bring 1 vehicle in this time, and with a carrying capacity of 12, which is going to be able to bring more units, more reinforcements, and better be able to get an offensive going. So with that being said, let's go and get into the sort of match review, seeing at how we're using these vehicles in game, both the Bradley and the AMPV, and to help you guys decide whether or not which is the right fit for you. And like I said, I love the Bradley still great, but I think when it comes to just the basic attributes and what it has, the AMPV is going to be better suited for what you're going to want to do. So now we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a case study here, just a little quick one showing some comparison of gameplay with the Bradley and a AMPV. So here we're utilizing a Bradley for front pushes, but one of the things I said about the Bradleys versus AMPVs is that the Bradley doesn't have as much carry capacity as the AMPV, so we're not going to have much infantry support here. Just the most we're going to have with the Bradley is going to be about 6 units. So we see here that's kind of a deficit over here. We're not going to have much infantry to support us, and we end up getting taken out over there with one of our Bradleys, not being able to get a really good offensive going there, being isolated and destroyed. Here we got some more Bradleys pushing up, able to get a little bit better here. We're able to do some damage against one of those vehicles there with the tow missile, doing pretty good, do some more damage there. So the tow missile does come in handy. Don't let anyone tell you that it doesn't, but I think that javelin just is a little bit better when it comes to due to its top damage. Here again we have another 1v1 with the Bradley. And to be honest, those vehicles there are just, they have their tank armor, so it's going to be really hard to pan it at all. So now with the showcase of the AMPVs. Again, this is going to be really quick, just quick showcase of them. These ones really utilizing their infantry capacity capability, able to take a lot of infantry support, utilizing the javelin there as well. So they're able to make quick work of that enemy vehicle there, utilizing the javelins, not only from the cavalry scouts, but so too from the AMPV. Just putting a non-stop pressure with the Bushmaster 2. Here we got another javelin, and one of the things I want you guys to focus on is that if we had the Bradley there, the tow missile would have not hit, but because the javelin was able to lock on the target, able to go around the building and still hit, just like in this instance here. And then here, because we were able to carry 12 units, we were able to drop them off and put a lot more pressure on that enemy vehicle there, and ultimately be able to take it out. So again, each of them have their own little things that you don't want to look at, but overall I would recommend using the AMPV, but whatever your preference is, if you have fun with it and don't want to change, then just keep using it. But I just hope this comparison helped you guys a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the next one.